X35 News, this is Janae here. We're solving the mystery of how can you believe what you cannot see. We have scientists with us here to help us solve the question. Let's welcome Scientist Dalton! Also welcome JJ Thompson! And finally we have Ernest Rutherford!
Dalton?
Hello. Tell us about your atomic theory and the 4 ideas you have in it.
Well, the first one is, all matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms.
Nice.
And the second one, atoms of the same elements are identical, but different atoms have different properties. And the third one, atoms of different elements combine in whole number ratios to form compounds. Hydrogen and oxygen combined form a solid ice cube.
Interesting.
And lastly, chemical reactions involve the rearrangement of atoms, but no new atoms are created or formed.
Wow. Interesting. Hello, Mr. Thompson.
Hi, Mr. Thompson.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So tell us and the viewers about your plum pudding model, what you found.
Well, my theory is that an atom is like plum pudding. Electrons, which have a negative charge.
Of course.
Well, if electrons have such little mass and an atom has a much bigger mass, then there must be some other particles in there.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you agree?
I agree, there must be.
Well, since the atoms are neutral and the electrons are negative, well, there must be a positive in there somewhere. So, this model of plum pudding, the chocolate chips, are the electrons. And around it, the good fluffy cake is the positive composition.
Hello, Rutherford.
Hello, Janae. Nice to meet you.
You too. Now tell us about your gold foil experiment I hear so much about.
I'd love to. So, I did an experiment called the gold foil experiment. In this experiment, I found out that the nucleus of an atom has a positive net charge. I found this out because all the atoms that I threw at the gold foil, some of them went through and some of them bounced off, concluding that the nucleus has a positive net charge. This experiment to show everybody how I proved this. Here we have just this piece of paper representing the atom. Back, I've taped this to make the nucleus. The nucleus has a positive net charge.
See, it goes right through.
Democritus led me to believe that they are atoms, but he didn't do any experiments to support his ideas. But then I further researched his ideas and came up with the atomic theory.
I, Ernest Rutherford, support the idea of the plum pudding model that J.J. Thompson proposed. But I wanted to furthermore research the atoms. I did this by throwing half the particles at the nucleus and seeing if they would go through, molecules, seeing if they would go through the nucleus. The ones that hit the nucleus bounced off because of the positive charge of the nucleus. The other ones went through.
Thompson used Dalton's atomic theory, which is all matter is made up of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. In Dalton's theory, I did an experiment using the cathode tubes that showed that there are negative particles in an atom.
Interview the fans and see which scientists were their favorite. Come on down, fan. Come on in. Hello.
Hi!
Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks. I love your show. It's awesome.
Anyway, so out of the 3 scientists we interviewed, which one of them was your favorite?
Well, I personally like J.J. Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the way he ate that plum pudding up. It was great. And Yeah, it was great.
His experiments were good too, huh?
Yes. Yes, they were. And Dalton, he was the father of everything.
He's a great man.
Yes.
And we have another person from the audience who are going to interview. Come on in, Persephone.
Yeah,
Okay, so I'd just like to ask you, what did you learn from some of the scientists that came in?
Well, I learned if you test your ideas with experiments, then you can prove many things.
Yes. Unlike other people who didn't do experiments and no one knows who they are.
Yes.
Your favorite?
I would have to say Rutherford's, because of the gold experiment. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it was very smart of them to do.
Yes.
Well, that wraps up our show. Let's have the scientists come back in. Come on in, everybody. You've taught all of us so much today about how you can believe things that you can't even see. It's amazing. Well, the last thing I want to do is boogie.
Dirty bitch. Dirty bitch.
Scientists have fun too.
Hydrogen and oxygen form to... No, wait.
Last thing I want to do is boogie.
Faggot.
It doesn't work.
Boogie. Rutherford's crazy. Look at that Rutherford.
So
oh my Cancer. From all that radioactivity.
Rutherford's crazy. Look at that Rutherford. Oh my. Cancer. From all that radioactivity.
Electrons are... oh.
Same. I don't like looking into the camera, guys. Stop. Sorry. I used Dalton's theory. I did an experiment using the cathode tubes. What did they do?
I, Ernest Rutherford, support the idea of what's it called? And seeing if it would rebound to the shut out.